can call me your fat piggy. Feed me and fuck me all day.
Right, because you are a no-feelings type of girl.
There's nothing in the world worse than being left behind, let alone by your own family, only having to remain home while your sibling moved on. And having that sibling who left you behind call you an orphan, like you weren't even a part of the family. Now that would have an impact on anyone, primarily when they're growing up. And then right when you realize that you're alone, you may think, what now? And where do I go from here? Well, a new public figure in the weight-provoking community went through that growing up. Anne immediately found love like never before when providing the internet with her own half-naked imagery. Now, anyone paying attention to what's happening would know Rebecca, the woman on the monitor behind me, hasn't a clue how the community operates. No one can argue that creators who make the content in the community will come out happy. In fact, they'll have a lifetime of a horrifying flashback, that their naked image will be public to the world forever. Now, with Rebecca behind me right now on the monitor being verbally attacked by her own family, whether in a joking manner or not, she clearly won't be ready for what the community will do with her half-naked image. We're calling it now. They're going to re-upload her content. We are legitimately afraid for her. Rebecca likely came into the game thinking, I've got friends in the community. We've been viewing from the outside and know Rebecca. You've got regretful online, quote, co-workers who are only in the community due to not being hireable anymore. And the ones making videos who aren't showing their face, who think they're getting away with it, they've got another thing coming. The internet will have their content right where they want it. I could not live with myself if my body was literally thrown around the internet. Everyone making the content in the community will pay later on. We want to look at the new growing figure behind me right now. Well, let's look at her content that's making her follower count rapidly increase. We found this within a minute. Quote, a view to tease. Tease? Reading the comments on that upload. Quote, blowing up perfectly. Another cuck. Quote, lucky bra and wow, who the hell, who are these people? Reading the hearts like Rebecca's worthy, and here what the hell? You know what, I'm not commenting on this. Who else? Quote, you're blank, very pretty. Well, Roman, you are a little cuck. Right in the middle of an upload with a heading that read, a photo tease. They're giving her hearts, and giving her the motive to continue. And from what they're writing publicly, we now know who's giving money to Rebecca. Write me in 3 years letting me know if it was worth it, both parts. Rebecca, we've heard the way you talk.
I get so gassy in the morning. My big belly loves to suck on these.
Okay, what are you doing really? Everyone involved here will pay through emotional trauma later on. And we found out Rebecca works in real life. We know how much her rent is. We know the car she films in belonged to a family member, Hannah. We're putting everything together here, we get it. A family member moved out, and Rebecca began making inappropriate content. Rebecca, I want to be nice, but why do you wear outfits that I wore in elementary school? I think that's something an 11-year-old would wear. Why do you do that? Alright, we think the viewer's playing into Rebecca's manipulation. Y'all are half the problem here. Clearly, we have a young woman who doesn't know how the community operates, and what they'll do with her half-naked image later on. If that's not proof the community never gave a fuck enough to inform Rebecca about that, then you may be in denial. They only want more inappropriate content from her.